Hey, what's going on? Coalport Carl, another edition of the blog here, Friday. Friday's come along. You know what my rule is. Vlogging and blast it. That's my rule for Friday. Here we are. This one's no exception. As I was going out there Wednesday morning, there's snow on the ground. Late April in Coalport. Snow on the ground. I couldn't believe my eyes. I thought, well, I tell you what, it's supposed to be springtime rolling right in, you know. April showers bring May flowers. I don't think that counts, the snow shower. I think the May flowers are probably going to die if it don't start warming up. I don't know what's going on. So I looked at Mark there the other night. My buddy says, that's global warming going on, changing the weather pattern. I said, global warming? It's 20 degrees outside. I don't guess I understand the science of it enough to really figure it out why you call it warming when it's really cold. But it's caused by the warming. It's not something I get my hands around, really. But then again, it ain't something I'm that worried about, really. Don't worry about nonsense like that. You know what I am worried about? Tomorrow being the first day of spring gobbler. That's what I'm worried about. I'm going to be out in the woods bright and early. Me and my buddy Hoytus and Dudley and Cromaldi. We go out every year for spring gobbler. It's been a tradition, you know. So I go up in the closet later. I'm going to dig out the mossy oak. I wear that mossy oak tree bark from head to toe. I get out in the woods, I get critters walking on me. I'm so tree barked up. They can't even tell I'm not a tree. That's really the best way to wear it. And if you don't use the mossy oak, you're not going to get as many birds. And I don't know how you are when you go out for birds. But how I am, when I go out, I like to get some birds. I don't bring home one bird. I don't bring home two birds. Let's just say I bring home anywhere upwards of 6. That's what I'm out there for. Last year on the first day of gobbler, I got a bird for Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, and then I got one for Easter. That's what I did on the first day. Now keep in mind, I go out hunting just about every afternoon as soon as I get done doing whatever I'm doing that day, whether it's mechanicking or roofing or whatever. As soon as I get back home, you know, I head right out. I hit the old 10 gauge out last night, shined her up, got some high brass magnums ready to go. I only use them hide brass magnets because I tell you what, when I get a bird, I like to get a bird. I don't want to take any risk of it walking on down the trail. When I get it, I got it. That's the way it is. If you hear a shot coming from my direction, that's a dead bird. One shot, one kill. I think someone else coined that phrase, but it applies to me when I'm turkey hunting. I'll tell you that. I bring them home. It's exactly what I do. I bring them home. A lot of guys aren't that deadly. I am. That's the way that goes. Hey, I was talking to some Amish people this week. I was a little surprised by the fact that they got a hold of me. I thought Amish people couldn't have computers and cell phones and such, or electricity for that matter. But these ones, they have some, apparently have some smartphones or something. I got some emails from some guys. One guy named Louis Peachy and one guy named Elmer Glick. And they're both Amish. They're from down there at the Miles Township Fire Company. I told you about them last week. They got a hold of me and wanted to know if I wanted to head down and drink some beer. I said, so not only are you going to have electricity, you're going to drink beer. I was excited by that fact. One guy, Peachy there, he told me if I could down, he'd give me a horse and buggy ride. I ain't never been on one of them. I'm probably going to look into that probably. I'll figure it out. So then I started talking to some people up the far. They told me when they get a certain age, they can take like a year off from being Amish. And, you know, check out the way the rest of the world lives. And that's what these guys are probably doing, checking it out. I thought, boy, that'd be an interesting year, you know, after living your whole life the way you had been, the way the Amish tend to live it. You know, it'd definitely be a shock, a culture shock, to get out there and see, you know, what the rest of the world's doing. And you get into some trouble probably if you're not careful. Maybe they do need some guides from me. I'll show them what we do out here. I'll give them an Amish lesson, or I should say a non-Amish lesson. Trust me, I probably ain't doing anything that they would recommend, but hey, I figure each his own. You know, I don't knock what anybody does, really. I'm kind of a live and let live sort of guy. If you want to be a certain religion, or if you're a different race than me, I don't worry about none of that. I don't look at people on the outside, really. I get to know you, and if you're a good person, well, then I like you. If you're mean to people and stuff and not so friendly, well, then I probably don't like you so much. But even when I don't like you, I don't judge you, because that's just the way I was raised. Carl was brought up different than that. I tend to try and like everybody as long as they're good people. So yeah, I'll hang out with the Peachy and the Glick. Me, Peachy, and Glick will hit the town, maybe see if we can find some strip club or something. I'll show them how it goes. That'd be interesting. Take the horse and buggy down to the strip club and see what we can round up. Yeah, that might be something I'd be into. I found out this week at the Clearfield State Police Barracks has been following old Carl too. I thought, boy, now we got Evansburg and Clearfield looking into it. Shocked me to people who follow Carl. You know, it seems to be a lot of fire companies and a lot of state troopers. I'm into that fact, really. I mean, I love everybody who's into me. I really do. I'd like to meet you all if I ever got the opportunity. But the fact that I got the police and the fire companies into me, I appreciate that. Because I appreciate what y'all do, you know, keeping it safe and secure out there. Keeping people out from the DUIs. Because as much as Carl's been doing what he's been doing for years, and you know what I mean by that, all drinking. I don't drink and drive. It's not something I do. I don't recommend it. I don't condone it. Not something I do. So you never have to worry about seeing me getting picked up that way from the state police. The only thing I do is drunk and disorderly. A lot of times I'll be walking home. You'll see me falling around, not doing the best thing there. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I got the clock and stuff on. Look at that. I got a new one today. Got up about 11 o'clock this morning and realized I didn't have any liquor. Jumped the old Cavalier, head out the pack, and picked one up. Oh, I love them when they're fresh. They help get the blast going a little bit faster. So that's what's going on with me this week. Please keep following me and watching the YouTube videos, sharing them with everybody you can. Please keep following the Facebook, facebook.com/Coalport Carl. Liking the page, liking the videos when you watch them. Tell your friends about them. Seriously, I'd like to keep meeting new people. It's what I like doing, really. Shirts will be out soon. Place the order, you know. Won't be too long. I'll be getting a hold of all the people who bought them. Tell your shirts are here. Looking forward to seeing some red-headed donkeys with the Carl on the chest. Anyway, keep doing what you do. Keep smoking. Keep getting blasted. I'll see you next week.